Oh, yes, it's Thursday, Transformation Thursday, and we're super excited to have you right here with us again at Northeast Delta Human Services Authority. My name is Duran Talley. I'm the public information here at Northeast Delta Human Services Authority, and it is my pleasure, it is my honor to bring you another episode to share with you and show you exactly how we are transforming the region here in Northeast Louisiana. So, a couple formalities that we want to touch on first. Our mission here at Northeast Delta Human Services Authority is to serve as a catalyst for individuals with mental health, developmental disabilities, and addictive disorders to help realize their full human potential by offering quality, excellent care with greater accessibility. Our vision is to build a unified Northeast Louisiana where individuals are thriving and reaching their full human potential. That's right. And it's all individuals. We're not leaving anyone out. We are willing to meet you where you are. We do that through the variety of services that we offer. Today is a special episode. Today is a special event. Why? Because we're getting ready to introduce to you our Director of Developmental Disabilities, Mr. Jimmy Powell, and his department have been doing a phenomenal work over the last few weeks. Those who follow us on social media, who are part of our email subscription list, you should have some insight and some idea as to what we've been doing. We've partnered our Department of Developmental Disabilities with our partners at General Pharmacy, and we've been doing vaccinations throughout the region for the vulnerable populations and those individuals in the developmental disabilities community. So we felt it was only appropriate to bring Jimmy in this week to share with us why this work, why this event, and these events we've been doing is so significant and such a great thing that's happening in Northeast Louisiana. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you Director of Developmental Disabilities for Northeast Delta Human Services Authority, Mr. Jimmy Powell. Hey,
Good
Jimmy, how
morning.
you doing?
Doing great. How are you doing, Duran?
Doing good, man. Doing good. First off, man, welcome to the show, man. I know this is your first time making an appearance here, but your work and all the impact that your department has had in the region has been shared here. But we're certainly glad that we're able to get some time for you in and you get some time for us to share with us. First off, Jimmy, man, tell us a little bit about your experience in the industry of developmental disabilities.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I've been working with this office, originally Office for Citizens with Developmental Disabilities, since 1997, so about 28 years,
Wow.
and been with Northeast Delta, obviously, since we started. But I started working in the field in 1990 when I was in college, and just been working off and on with. I worked with different private agencies while I was going to school, and then moved into the state.
Wow. And here just recently, you became the director of this position after our Jennifer Purvis retired here about a year ago. And so how has that transition been to be now the director here at this developmental disabilities department?
It's been really good. I was the assistant director for about 12 years, I guess, beforehand, working with Miss Jennifer. And so, yeah, when it was kind of surprised when she retired this spring. And but yeah, I've been glad we had a great team, and I've been glad to step into the position and be supported with the team we already had. That was awesome. And so it's been a really good transformation. We have a new assistant director and a new waiver director too. And but they've both been working here a long time in their departments, and so it's been real good. I've enjoyed it.
Awesome. And that's one of the things that I do commend and recognize about your department is that the continuity. You all have been here, been there for these populations for, almost upwards of 30 years, up to 30 years or so. And all of you have been consistent and committed to the work, man. Why is that so important to you all? To once you kind of got in that position or in that work, you guys have stayed. What make you stay, man? Why the commitment like that, man? It's all phenomenal.
Well, I think I don't know how to compare it to anything because I've done this my whole life, but I wasn't planning on getting into the field. I was in college. in psychology, and I got a chance to work a little bit at one of the local providers in a group home,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a different experience. It's a close experience, like a family experience, I guess. You're working with people closely, you're working with their families closely, um, and we follow them through their whole lives. I mean, I got to see people in the last few days that I worked with, as a kid in college, and we're still here and we're still doing the same thing. And I guess that's what it is. We have a long time staff, and we just we get attached to the people we work with and the population, and I don't know how else to describe it, but I guess we all feel like it's our mission. We personally belong here, and we're
Wow.
doing stuff for the community that we care about, and we have people volunteer stuff on the weekends and the evenings, and with or without compensation, it's our community. So
Wow.
I think that's why we just feel part of the same community.
Wow. No, that's phenomenal, man. And it shows in your work and in the impact. You mentioned the last few days, the last few weeks here, you all have taken it to another level, a new level, in terms of this specific type of work. We've partnered with General Pharmacy, and we've been doing flu and COVID-19 vaccination shots for those individuals in the developmental disabilities communities. Why is that important, and why now, Jimmy?
Well, I think it's I mean, every okay. There's a lot of reasons why it's important. I guess we have. I mean, you mentioned it. You call it the vulnerable population.
Mhm.
Um, we all are vulnerable populations in a way. I mean, we're out in the community. We're always with each other. We're out in the public. We get exposed to all different types of things,
Mm.
and there's so much politicizing and different things. Around vaccinations and things currently, but we don't do that here at Northeast Delta. We're not doing politics. We're putting resources out that are available to people that they may or may not be able to get, and they can choose whether to come or not. And we don't care about their politics. We don't care about. I say we don't care, but I mean we're not concerned. We're not. It doesn't affect our services. We're making it available to the public, and we want the public to participate if they want. Now, what we've been working with for the vaccinations. Now we've been working with some of our group home populations and residential facilities and waiver individuals, people that live in their own home in the community but still get services. And they can get these services just like everybody else. They can go to Walgreens and CVS and different places like that and get services. But what we're offering is services in their own setting where we can go in and help these agencies. They don't have to schedule these big things and worry about people getting missed and all the big event,
Mhm.
all the stuff that goes into scheduling. I mean, if you have a facility with 150 people and you're getting your vaccinations done in public, it's difficult. It's a lot of scheduling, a lot of work, and we work closely with these people. I've known people for years, and we wanted to make it available to them. We have this partnership now with General Pharmacy, and I know why now, and I guess because our partnership's fairly new, and we were discussing the vaccination events that Northeast Delta was holding ourselves, our public events, and we're like, hey, let's offer this to our people that we work with regularly. I mean, we can go in and help these agencies with our resources that we have, and it'll strengthen our partnership with these agencies, but it'll
Right.
make it's just better for our people. We'll get the people the medical care vaccination services they need, and it also introduces them to our agency.
That's right.
um, and lets them know that, hey, all these things that we're offering that we say y'all can join in with us, we really want you to join in, and here we're going to do this for you, and we want you to be a part of this agency, even if it doesn't have DD on top of the name or something like that. Northeast Delta is here for you and for the community. So I guess I hope I answered your question, but
Absolutely.
it's been awesome. The response to the offering the vaccinations has been really good. The people that we work with have been really appreciated. And we really enjoyed working with individuals. Like I said, I got to see people that I worked with for years and years, and even when I was working as a person. So I guess the whole thing was just a great event for us. So it's kind of like a homecoming. My staff knew people there were like, redoing old ties and getting the vaccinations and stuff that people need. And the response was really great. We had a lot of staff got involved too. The staff at that facility, staff brought their
Mhm.
family members in and got vaccinated. It wasn't just for the residents; it was for the whole agency, and and anybody that they were tied to. And I was
Wow.
just glad that we could really do that.
Yeah.
With pharmacy staff, they were great. They know what they're doing. They know how to give vaccinations. They know how to set up stuff, and they worked well with our people. It was just really a great event. Or both events were great, and we've already had people saying, well, when you come back next year, let's do this. So I
Nice.
think it's just going to grow, and I'm really excited about it.
Absolutely. And we have provided more than 300, 400 vaccinations probably in over this 2 week period. And that's
Yes,
a
sir.
phenomenal number.
It is. I don't have the count yet, but the numbers we were going into, were definitely around 350
Mhm.
for both events combined, and
Wow.
and that's only between two agencies. So as we continue this on in the future next year, uh, we'll have a lot more. Because a lot of people had already ordered stuff early and
Mhm.
scheduled stuff early due to the season changing, and
Mhm.
so next year we'll be able to offer it to even more people.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Jimmy, you all, the Department of Developmental Disabilities, not only are you building unity, you mentioned this, it was like a homecoming, right? And the agency's vision is to build a unified region. So even through this, we're building unity. You're restoring relationships, enhancing, strengthening relationships, but also you're meeting people where they are. Like you mentioned, in the comforts of these agencies, these organizations that this population is already comfortable with.
Mhm.
Transportation is easily and readily available for them to access. And so it's just knocking off so many things or determinants that can prevent someone from getting the help that they need or getting these services or resources. And you all are, hey, we're breaking that barrier down. We're breaking that
Mhm.
barrier down. We're going to make it as easy as possible to help you. And I think that's a phenomenal thing, Jimmy. And then also recently here, you all went out into the community again with Touch a Truck in partnership with Families Helping Families. Tell us about that out there on that Saturday.
Sure, that was great. Families Helping Families has been doing this event as a fundraiser every year, and it's been at the Ike Hamilton, and they have people, from all over come and bring their vehicles. I think the people that bring their trucks and stuff are just as excited as the kids to come see them. We have fire trucks, ambulances, state police helicopter came, SWAT trucks, and not just police and firemen, but we had a lot of community people come to. Wrecking services and lift services, and so there's a lot of. I mean, as adults, we like looking at the big vehicles too. It was fun, but it was an event for mostly for children. It's for the community. We had a lot of DD people are involved too, obviously, because it's for Families Helping Families. And they pass out candy, like kids wear costumes, the staff wear costumes. We went and helped with Families Helping Families. We had a Northeast Delta table, and we also had we just helped Families Helping Families with setting it up, getting everything going, selling T-shirts, running around helping people find where they need to be. It's
Mhm.
just an awesome event. It was all day Saturday, this Saturday at the Ike, and they do that every year. So it'd be if anybody hasn't seen it, it'd be great next year, to come on out. You don't have to have a kid to come. Anybody can come and join in. It's awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, that's great. And I think you all are just, doing a phenomenal job of, you know, showing stronger partnerships, creating unity and ways to get engaged and bring our people together. And then just meeting where they are. You all are, really doing a lot of outreach work as well. And I just want to commend you and encourage you all to keep doing what you're doing. Continue to put this department in the populations that you serve in the forefront. That it's not It's not a backseat. It's not a stepchild. It's, hey, this is prominent. This is important. This is significant work, and we pride ourselves in it. And so, Jimmy, we thank you for what you all are doing, and we applaud you all. Anything else you want to add, Jimmy?
I'm just glad we had the opportunity to do these things. You know, we all have a lot of work to do. You know, we have a lot of things in our own department that we do for Northeast Delta and as far as the DD community. And I guess we'll go into that on another video, but we do,
Absolutely. Yep.
we do a lot of work. And so I guess what I'm saying is I'm glad we have the opportunity to get outside of the office and do these extra things for the community and for ourselves too, and attend these events. I think it's great for our staff. We need to get out and see what we're doing and the people that we're helping too. And it's great to get into it and not just be in the office all the time and feel like we're making extra steps and extra effort. So I guess it's a benefit for us too. It's not just for the community, it's for us too. And I guess I just want to say I'm glad we get to do that.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate getting to share it with you.
Beautiful. And we're going to get you back, Jimmy. There's so much more of the work that you all do. We have questions that we want to dive into over time. You know, the difference between the waiver and different things like that of the services that we provide as an agency. But for now, man, we certainly thank you for your time. How do we get in touch with your department, Jimmy, if we know a person or a family that need help in terms of developmental disabilities?
Okay, the best way is to call. I guess the easiest, quickest way, 318-396. I'm sorry, I'm doing it's 318-362-3396. And that's our main number. And you just call, and anybody that answers the phone can start listening to you and find the right place to direct you.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And we also have our Northeast Delta website. And, you know, you can contact us any way you can get to us, get a message to us. They can stop by our office, 2324 Armand Connector also.
Awesome, 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 awesome. Thank you, Jimmy, for your time again. And for those of you who have tuned in, again, continue to follow the Phoenix, right? Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube. We are where you are. We're trying to meet you where you are as well. And of course, our website, anydeltahsa.org, will have even more information. But if you or someone you know need help in terms of developmental disabilities, Jimmy Powell, he is the man, he's the director, and he'll make sure that he directs you appropriately to get you the services and resources that you need for yourself and or for your family. Until next time, grace and peace to you all. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Transformation Thursday. See you later.